Alrighty guys, we are just basically having a good fun run. This is the version of Grade 8 Power at the moment, or Giant 8 Power I should say, the Giant 8 Power team, that I'm enjoying running the most. Obviously there are other ways to run it with lots of other units to run. However, I've chosen to go for a little bit of support in the Grade 8 Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, as well as I've opted to go for the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as opposed to the LR. Couple reasons. Long story short, he's like incredibly nostalgic. He was probably one of my favourite units back when he released, when the 120 liter meta started, as well as the fact that he's got shocking speed. He's also going to get an easy A, assumedly at some point in the near future. So I kind of want to run him now to see how he functions in this team, and then again to compare the same team later when he does get his easy A. But incredibly defensive unit. He's really good. I mean, he's already sitting at 145k defense there with 20% support. And we're also running the I guess the Fierce Battle crossover Super Saiyan 4 rotation, the Vegeta and the Broly, who are just designed for one another, really. Not all the links, obviously, but 40% and 2 key for Broly takes him to 3.67. Hopefully we will get a rotation with, a turn with that rotation plus the STR GT Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Just see, I think he'll push up to his standard, or when I say standard, he's 2.35. See, I mean, he doesn't even need an easy A. Like that is a very well functioning unit, and we're just one turn to that phase. Like 2.3 mil, 150k defense-ish is a very good unit. I mean, I've decked him out with all the equips for defense, obviously, but still. Now, the way I run this team, the way it kind of functions, is I like to split up what you would imagine are the main rotations. The AGL Super Saiyan 4 rotation, Goku and Vegeta, and the crossover Super Saiyan 4 rotation, Vegeta and Broly. They are kind of the core rotations, however, I like to 4.59. Obviously the Friends Rainbow for level 10 links. I'm stoked we've got that, by the way. So I like to get most of the use out of the passive that the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has, where it lasts, I think it's 8 turns from the time he appears. So yeah, like he's got the extra 40% attack and defense and 4 key, and he's a guaranteed super effective against all types. So basically I like to leave both the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas on rotation until that passive runs out, and then I float them off with the support Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then focus on the main 2 rotations that I mentioned before, the AGL Super Saiyan 4 rotation and the crossover Super Saiyan 4 rotation. There's also a way, obviously, you could run this with the STR Super Saiyan 4 rotation, the Goku and Vegeta, 3.79, that's the 79%, that's my line, with full. So an extra 1,100 attack from equips, or skill orbs I should say, and a level 5 additional. And that's just so good. I love him. He's so good. So we've got support now with the rainbow one. So yeah, what I actually try to do if I can help it is, I was just checking the difference in defense when he has shocking speed and when he doesn't. So I like to run both the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas with support. So one with the Vegeta, one with... Unfortunately that dodge means his active skill is going to take that one extra hit longer because he actually didn't get hit. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit, jumping back and forth between... Oh, there's the additional. So what's that? That's 9.5 mil basically. All super effective against all types in this turn. Holy Jesus, we should finish this off actually. So yeah, so when I'm running the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas on rotation, I like to have one with this Goku, so obviously I'll leave the rainbow one with him, and 2.5 Jesus, that's good. And then the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with the other, obviously that's 20% support to Gogeta, as well as Fused Fighter, and a few other links, Kamehameha. I don't think he's prepared for battle or anything. Let me just check that. 150k defense. He has all the links, Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle, so there are his 4 links. So that's a good enough link set. I mean, I could already he'd get GT from Goku in the middle there. That's alright. So I try to, and it's incredibly hard to do, especially when you are kind of running a team that's designed to switch up its rotations later in the fight. But I do try to kind of keep in mind that we are moving units to be on rotation later on, so trying to time it so that when the passive runs out, that within a turn or two, the other two rotations will be set, so the Vegeta meets Goku, and then the Broly meets Vegito. That's usually how I like to try to time it. So even if that means I'm pushing off the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in the final turn of his passive, that sometimes works alright. 4 mil from LR, but 55% as well, by the way. I'd love to have one rainbow. The music is just died on me. We will keep going. So, yeah, there we go. Sweet. Sorry about that. So this is just going to be consistent now from Gogeta for the foreseeable future. Actually, it'll be interesting to see how this Broly goes, because what did he get? Super Saiyan, Saiyan Raw, and Fierce Battle he'll be getting from, and that'll be the active skill, by the way, I imagine, next turn for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We'll get to see that. With the active skill, it's kind of neither, I would like to see Broly, neither here nor there when you use it. There's the argument for using it like during the passive, when he's got his full passive, getting literally the most out of it. We won't do it here because obviously super effective against your types, we're just going to slay this anyway. But then there's also the argument to be made to use it after the passive runs out to just give him that little bit extra boost when he's not at his strongest. I mean, however you want to do it, it's usually situational, to be honest with you. It's just kind of working it out. In a fight like this, the Infinite Dragon Ball History Shadow Dragon Saga, or Shadow Dragons stage, with the, no counter, that's a shame, would have liked to see that counter. With the second last phase being physical Sun Shenron, I typically like to save it for that. He's usually by then his passive is run out. So this, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right now, the friend, he was around on turn 2. So his passive, this will be the final, yes, this is the final phase of his passive. 164k defense, we should be good. Yeah, look, he's already sitting, holy Jesus, 700, he's like nearly at a mil. I'd like to see a counter. Actually, I'd like to see him do a double super and then a counter, see how high we can truly get it. And then my Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came in turn 3, so I feel like next turn will be the final turn for his, oh look at that, a million super, oh he would have been super effective against all types anyway, being a tech enemy. And you're at a consistent mill. As you can see, I went full dodge, which I'll probably live to regret once this guy gets an easy A, but the weight, 4.58. The way the easy A's typically work is the medals that they use to awaken, they have to wait until the easy A of the character on that medal returns. So that Goku awakens with STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku medals, who hasn't yet got an easy A, so you'd have to wait till he gets an easy A, and then that easy A returns is when they will use the active skill.
You're a real letdown, you know that? Honestly, I thought you'd put up more of a fight.
Yeah, sweet. Hopefully we get a counter, a super attack counter. Oh, it would have been, I probably could have, I'm going to leave him in the first slot, because I mean, why not? What's his, yeah, because all those links, yeah, 200k defense, yeah, why not? I probably could have put Vegito in the first slot, simply because of the, god damn it. I was really hoping that just to see how much he would do. So that's still hit for 142. These enemies don't, you know, fall for 5.3. Let's see if we get an additional. Actually, that would have been without his passive. Yeah, that's actually the reason I used it, because he didn't have his passive defense. So it probably would have been close to like 250k defense. And taken far less damage if he actually had his full passive. The additional, no. And just keep in mind as well, this Broly, I should have left this rotation. I was just about to say this Broly can do multiple supers. It's obviously on his favourite team, the Grade 8 Power team. He can actually do 3. So his passive is that if he's on rotation with a Grade 8 Power unit, yeah, so that's his passive run out, I think. yeah, if Broly's on the rotation with a grade 8 power unit, he will do an additional normal with a 30% chance of it being an additional super, I believe it is. I could be wrong about that, so forgive me if I am.
Time to get serious.
And obviously then his hidden potential could go off after that, with the chance of the hidden potential being possible during either of the attacks. So 3 supers is not all that unrealistic for him. I mean, it's obviously a high. It's rare, but it happens. You see it. I don't want to go so far to say often, but you do see it. I don't think we'll see it in this fight. So 140k defense. We'll leave that because we just pushed Vegeta off. So Vegeta will come to meet Goku. Vegito will go to meet Broly, who's, yeah, sweet. So this is how we set our rotations here. How much damage is going to take here? So 50k. Obviously he raises his defense by 50% on Super, as well as his attack obviously as well. 3.4 is pretty good. You hope. Keeping in mind the super effective against all types is, well, it's a crit obviously. And there's the addition, 3.7. Nice. The super effective against all types after his passive runs out is, I think, also a 50% chance. Oh, it's another crit. Okay. 6 crit has gone off twice on his additional as well, so that's just kind of the best case scenario for him. That's really good. Goku is... I would like to see a super attack counter from someone at some point in this fight. It's kind of the shtick of this team. I'd love to do a run where just like every super attack from the enemy is countered, just to make this team look so, hey, there we go, just to make this team look so busted, because obviously it is, and he does a half minute. It's nuts. Imagine having one of those runs where you challenge procs every time, you just made to look ridiculously good. So now I have to keep Broly on this rotation. Sure. So we'll actually, because he gets all of his stats on Super, we'll see the difference between when he's attacked first and then, oh, I should have left Goku on 75. Rough. I should have left Goku on rotation because that would have been full support. Damn it. Oh well. So that's the additional normal. No, okay, sweet, cool. So that's kind of like worst case scenario for him on this turn. And he goes, so he went from 75 to about 9. That's pretty good. That's like a heavy raise of defense. It would have been nice if, yeah, he's not designed for that first slot at all, especially later in these fights. I know it's actually super effective at the type that he's got disadvantage, so that's the passive going off there. Oh, don't lock us. You know what, I'm just going to use an item. I'm not really fussed about items here. We probably need the health too, so I'll use a Sensu Bean. I actually bring Corrin's Herb, so I can just unlock things without, you know, without healing, but I mean, I'm not really fussed about it at all, to be honest. That didn't fall how I wanted. So Gogeta's going to miss out on a super attack. That's okay. God damn it. Oh. So this is all links active for Goku except for Legendary Power. Oh, no counter. Luckily we used that Sensu Ring. But Vegeta's taking basically the damage that Broly was last phase. And he's just raw defense, by the way. Just raw defense, with a couple of skill orbs, obviously. 1,100 defense through skill orbs before any of the passive or leader skills apply. So 4 mil neat. We've got GT Goku, other Super Saiyan 3 Goku coming around to this rotation next, so we'll kind of get to see, and he has a Kamehameha link, so we'll get to see Super Saiyan 4 Goku probably at his peak on this team. Yeah, actually, we'll do that test with Broly again. We'll pop that other Sensu Bean. We're in the final phase of the fight anyway, may as well go the whole hog. Because he's got type advantage, I don't mind doing that this time. Yeah, we'll do it like that because he needs 2 ki anyway. And we'll pop this.
You're a real letdown, you know that? Honestly, I thought you'd put up more of a fight.
So with the active skills, I try to pop them for the Gogetas. If I'm doing it after his passive, oh, he dodged, nice. If his passive is run out, I like to wait until he's on rotation with the support, which on the rotations that we set after the passive, so the crossover and the AGL, I like to do the active skills with when they're floating onto Vegito's rotation for that extra little bit of support, Yeah, see, full tanks. It's perfect. And same goes with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We'll use his active skill next turn because he'll have the support of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku on rotation. So, 5. I hope this is super effective, just to show how stupid this unit can be. Even, yeah, look, there you go. Arrows up. Beautiful. Alright, well, we use... see, this is why I reckon we need that 8th link. Sorry, I can't speak at the moment. Is because
no need to play
Goku and Vegeta, the LRs, lose shocking speed for legendary power when they come LRs. There's still that one kind of gap in all the links there where they could put an 8th link, and you'd hope that they'd give shocking speed back to the LRs. That would be an extra 2 key. That's a big deal for those LRs, especially on a rotation like this, because Kamehameha cannot be active on this rotation. 2.6, lovely. Kamehameha link can't be active on this rotation without using items, just through links. That's important for the active skill, 4.2, awesome. Because that means he's losing, or would it actually, I'm not sure if I'm right about that. Holy Jesus, that's the fight over. Sorry, we went really quick. This is how much fun I have with this team. Well, let me know how you're going with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, if you pulled him, what kind of team formations you're running with his leader skill. Obviously there are so many, like with the other crossover units, Bardock and Gohan, there are a lot of options. So yeah, let us know how you go here. Loading screen is taking a while. They really need to fix that, by the way. It's been quite a struggle since there was one of those updates a few months back, and it's just slowed everything down to such an unbearable degree. Actually, we flew through that. I wonder if that's a record. I might, the reason I don't like the STR Super Saiyan 4 rotation so much, the Goku and Vegeta, firstly because on a team formation exactly like this, just replacing them, that means we've got a lot of STR going around, especially 2 with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that are relatively weak defensively, at least until Goku gets his EZA, which I'm very keen to see what they do. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look, 15 minutes. Very nice. Well, that'll do us, guys. Yeah, let us know how your giant 8-power teams are looking, how you're enjoying Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and I'll see you next time.